Row number 2 to the inside, Andrea Wagner out of Lincoln. On the outside, Angela Witherwax out of Grand Island. Row number 3 is going to be Rob Wagner in the 1R. To the inside, to the outside, Doug Pollock in the 4D. Steve Paul in the 88C inside row number 4 with Eric Chabb out of DeWitt, Nebraska in the 11 to the outside of row number 4. Green flag is out. One and only heat race tonight for your Mod Lites.
And Scott Nagget's down the back. And Scott Nagget's the leader after 1, but great battle there for 4th as Wagner gets by Doug Pollock.
Pollock now fighting back on the outside. Pollock on the exit of turn number 2 is going to get a nice little momentum run. He'll add to his lead as he took the 4th spot back from Rob Wagner. Nagget's continues to lead. 3 laps left to go. Nagget's with a nice lead over Taylor Pollock, Andrea Wagner, Doug Pollock, and Rob Wagner, your top 5. I believe these are 600cc engines. Oh, excuse me. Only one side of them is 600cc. The other side is another 1200cc engines. White flag will come out for Scott Nagget's got a battle for second. Taylor Pollock, Andrea Wagner. As Scott Nagget's is going to take the win out of turn number 4. Update down in Lincoln. The Hoosiers have tied it up 7-7. Nebraska's got the ball in driving. I believe we're into the second quarter. 11:08 left in the second quarter.
So the field begins to form up down the backstretch. Brody and Crockett in row 1, Zoot and Jeffrey in row 2, Jewell and Bade in row 3, Sullivan and Rost in row 4, Ethan Jones out back. Looks like Tony Ross still unable to make the call, so we go with 8 cars in this one. Bringing them around slow. Looks like time to pick up the pace, and Larry's going to go, there's the green flag. Brody really didn't do anything wrong, but Crockett gave him a lot of room. Crockett back on pace now, challenging for the lead. Matt Jewell up to 3rd. He challenges Jeffrey down the front stretch. Scott Brody, Roger Crockett, Linton Jeffrey, and Matt Jewell, your top 4. Once again, top 14 in passing points, qualifying directly into tonight's A main event. Brody, your leader now. Crockett gets a good run down the backstretch. Roger Crockett storms to the lead as they head into turn number 3. And Brody has got company on the outside. Linton Jeffrey makes his way around in the Gary Swenson 24BH. Roger Crockett, your leader. Linton Jeffrey runs 2nd. Brody hanging on for 3rd. Jewell in the 4th spot. Jewell now takes the measure of Brody as they head into turn 1. 4 down, 4 to go in the first of 4 heat races for the Malvern Bank 360 Sprint Series. Still Roger Crockett, your leader. Linton Jeffrey, the Aussie, rides back in the 2nd spot. Gets a good run off the high side of corner number 2. Pair of veterans leading this one. Roger Crockett. Now he's challenged by Linton Jeffrey. Jeffrey up around the high side. See if he gets the momentum off corner number 2. They'll race wheel to wheel, nearly touch in the middle of the backstretch, but Linton Jeffrey takes the spot, your new leader. Jeffrey with 1 to go. Crockett runs second. Jewel is third. Brody is fourth. Bade is fifth. So it looks like Linton Jeffrey will hang on for the win in heat race number 1. Linton Jeffrey takes the win. Roger Crockett is second. Matt Jewell is third. Scott Brody is fourth. Shaylee Bade rounding out your top 5. So give him a round of applause. Gary Swenson brings out the 24 BH. His regular driver, they've been having that motor. We talked about it earlier, Joey Danley, and he's on call from work and was told he could not leave the infield in an emergency if he had to leave until the time was right. So he is spectating, giving up a 4th place in the point standings going into tonight's action. And the green flag flies. Dover takes a look up around the high side. He'll pass 4 cars and be running 4th down the backstretch. Henderson giving chase, but out front, Seth Bramer. Austin O'Neill first and second. O'Neill takes the spot. Bramer coming back after him. Trevor Grossenbacher riding in that 3rd spot, but he's getting some heat now from Dover, and Dover's getting the heat from Justin Henderson in car number 83. Again, Dover takes the high side. He'll cut it back to the inside, coming off corner number 2, try to make the pass on Grossenbacher going into turn 3. Dover up to 3rd. Austin O'Neill still your leader. Seth Bramer is second. And I believe maybe it was Jack Dover that was set back for jumping that restart because he started the race at the rear. O'Neill finally gets untracked. And he is back to the front in car number 11. Henderson finally gets around Grossenbacher for the 4th spot. 3 laps to go for your leaders. Clint Garner now finally makes the move on Grossenbacher. They nearly touch heading into turn number 1. Austin O'Neill, Seth Bramer, Jack Dover, Justin Henderson, Clint Garner, Trevor Grossenbacher, John Clemundi, and Monty Ferreira. White flag flies, the final lap. Checkered flag is out. Austin O'Neill will take the win. Seth Bramer is second. Jack Dover third. Justin Henderson fourth. And Clint Garner rounding out the top 5. Trevor Grossenbacher, John Clemundi, and Monty Ferreira. Back inside row number 3 from Aurora, Nebraska. A Maxim chassis powered by a Chris Moss Chevrolet racing engine, the Mid-Nebraska Land Developers, M&R Manufacturing, Salon Express, 18 Express, Chris Moss Racing Engines, car number 18 of Ryan Roberts. And on his outside from Altoona, Iowa, it's a Maxim chassis powered by Moyle, the Country Builders, Searsboro Telephone Company, Iowa Concrete Group, Bosma Family Farms, HRP, car number 24, T-Mac, Terry McCarl. Rounding out the field, formerly from Arvada, Colorado, now residing in Lincoln, Nebraska. He's in a Triple X powered by Don Ott, 360 Civil, KNC Drywall, Brand Designs, car number 27B of Jake Bubach. And the 8th and final starter, out of Cortland, Minnesota, car number 8, Javen Osterman. Check, green flag is out. Let's go racing. That's the 5 of Jay Van Osterman. Gullion leads them down the backstretch. Don Dowd riding up in that second spot. Terry McCarl up to third. Jason Danley is fourth. Ryan Roberts fifth. Jay Van Osterman in the 5, rounding out the field. Battle for the lead. Drought up around the high side will take the measure of Gullion, your new leader, Don Dowd Jr. Oh, big puff of smoke from Gullion. Looks like a leaking valve cover because it hasn't slowed him down. Dowd, Gullion, McCarl, Roberts, Bubak in the 27B. Starting to close some ground now on Roberts. 4 laps down, 4 to go in this one. Gullion's car still showing some smoke. McCarl is right there. Don Dowd, Adam Gullion, Terry McCarl, Ryan Roberts, Jake Bubak, your top 5. And the 1A of Johnny Anderson. Checkered flag will fly. Don Dowd Jr. takes the win. Battle for the runner-up spot. McCarl tries the slider, and Gullion turned it back inside, hung on to spot number 2. In the 91, Terry McCarl is third in the 24. The 18 of Ryan Roberts and the 27B of Jake Bubak. Could be one tough heat race. Young Cade Richards in the Bowls 1B starting on the pole. He's got Nathan Mills on his outside. Cam Martin, Stu Snyder, Chris Martin, Joe Beaver, Carson McCarl, and Cody Ledger. Green flag is out. Let's go racing. Richards leads them down the backstretch. Mills riding in that second spot. Snyder is third. I believe that's Chris Martin. Now challenging for that third spot. Cam Martin behind him. Joe Beaver, Carson McCarl, and Cody Ledger. Little smoke. Mills, your leader. Richards rides in the second spot. Chris Martin is third. Stu Snyder is fourth. Carson McCarl up to fifth. Good battle now for the second spot. Chris Martin challenging Cade Richards. Richards down around the hub. Martin up around the high side. Gets a good run off the corner. Cody Ledger finally moves around Joe Beaver. Chris Martin now up to second. That drops Richards to third. Carson McCarl up to fourth. Stu Snyder is fifth. Ledger to sixth. One lap to go in this one. Good battle for the lead up front. And Nathan Mills hangs on for the win. Chris Martin is second. Carson McCarl did pick up the third spot over Cade Richards, Stu Snyder, Cody Ledger, Cam Martin, and Joe Beaver. Good race in that one for first and second and third and fourth.
All right, race fans, one more time, get on your feet and give your Mod Lites a rave. This is your parade lap. Green flag is out. Slow start for Witherax. She's going to fall to the back. Great three-car battle down the backstretch and into turn 3. Lap number 1 will go to the 21 of Taylor Pollock, who picked up the heat race win. I think second in his heat race. Scott Nadix picked up the win, and Scott is up to third already, looking for more. I don't know if you guys heard, 1,200 cc's for these things. All. There's not two sides to these motors. Scott Nagget's up to second now. Oh, hold on to her. The 13 of Andrea Wagner going for a little bit of a ride in 3 and 4. Last time by, Taylor Pollock was the fastest car on the racetrack. They were about 0.6 faster than Scott Nagget's. Now they flip the script. Nagget's 8/10 faster. Nagget's is coming. Nagget's looks underneath, battle for the race lead. Pollock's gonna hold on. 5 to go, halfway done. Nagget's looking again on the low side of turns 3 and 4. Battle also for third at the line. Pollock holds on. Nagget's is right there. Caution out on the speedway. We got a car around, middle of 1 and 2. Angela Witherax going around in turns 1 and 2. Green flag back out. 1 lap left to go. Scott Naggets has taken the race lead away from Taylor Pollock. Andrea Wagner in 3rd, Eric Chabb in 4th, and Doug Pollock in 5th. At a turn 4, picking up the win. He makes it perfect on the night. The 54 end, Scott Naggets gets the win. Taylor Pollock comes home in 2nd, Andrea Wagner in 3rd, Eric Chabb in 4th, and Doug Pollock in 5th.